All right, we live. We are live. Great Man of God Sports TV. You already know what it is, man. So I had to get on the live real quick, man. I need to address this. I need to talk about this, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to address this. I need to talk about this, man. More shit from the LDBC and Young Pseudo supporters out there. These motherfuckers aren't abiding by CDC and the World Health Organization recommendations for them to quarantine themselves. You know, the coronavirus not only affects the immune system, it affects logic, it affects facts, and it affects common sense. And clearly, these Wilder, LDBC, PBC, Al Heyman protectors clearly have the coronavirus, and they're continuing to spread their goddamn misinformation and their agenda and their false narratives among social media. They need to quarantine themselves, man. They need to, and what I mean by quarantine, don't go online, don't reply to YouTube videos, don't reply to Twitter comments. Just abstain yourself from any online activity until you can heal yourself. Because the more that you continue to spread your goddamn virus, which infects, it don't affect me, because you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I got a healthy mind, healthy body. I work out every day. You know what I'm saying? It don't affect me. But other motherfuckers that may get infected, that may get influenced by these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They're doing themselves a disservice by, you know, spreading misinformation, propaganda. That viral infection is, like I said, it's not just the immune system. All right. That viral infection affects you online as well. And they needed to stop going online, spreading out misinformation, false narratives, and just quarantine themselves of stupidity, of lack of common sense, lack of logic as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. Crazy. So I'll wait for a few people to come in the room, man. Just got done watching this video by Ishe Smith. Shout out to Ishe. I respect him. What's good, Nick? Yeah, I just got done watching this video by Ishe Smith, man. He's being completely ripped apart by these online coronavirus infected idiots, calling him a coon because, you know, he disagrees that Tyson Fury cheated. It's a 25-minute video. It's called My Skin is Built Tough. So he's responding to all these damn trolls and stuff like that on Twitter. And he just did a video on YouTube, man. It's terrible, man, that, you know, this guy been in the game for 30 plus years, right? 30 plus years. It's funny. It's hilarious. You got a guy that's been in the game, a pro boxer, Ishe Smith, been in the game for 30 plus years, but yet his word's not good enough. But yet you want to follow Young Pseudo's word because he got a 125 page PowerPoint presentation with evidence implicating Tyson Fury cheating. So you take Young Pseudo's word over a pro boxer who has been in the game for 30 plus years. He even said he bare knuckle box. I never bare knuckle box. I mean, I'll box, but I ain't do no bare knuckle fighting. He says when he did bare knuckle fighting, that was the worst pain he ever experienced in his life. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take this guy's word over some random online racist panhandler, right? With a flock of coronavirus infected idiots, right? That are spreading their goddamn propaganda, getting other people infected with their fucking virus. And instead of, you know, getting online and just staying off the goddamn computer, stop replying to social media and YouTube videos, they're spreading out their goddamn viral infection. Because like I said, this coronavirus is not only affecting your immune system, it's affecting logic, facts, and common sense. And when you spread out false information, misinformation, you know, it could possibly affect other people. It won't affect me. I'm good. But it could possibly affect other people. That's why these guys need to quarantine themselves. Just stop going online and stop watching videos. Stop replying back to people. Stop leaving comments. Just stay offline. Hopefully you'll hear yourself and you'll get some damn common sense to come back in your head. But other than that, these guys need to just stay offline and stop posting videos. It's just that simple, you know? Yeah, I mean, young Pseudo he is a clown. I did a video last night. Young Pseudo made a online petition talking about it's crazy, talking about Tyson Fury should be suspended, and Deontay Wilder his record should be 44-0, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just terrible, man. You know, he tagged the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and he says that both fights should be reversed when both fights took place in two different places, one in California and one in Nevada. But yeah, he tags NSAC, only NSAC. Like NSAC is going to go to another state and do their commission over there. Complete idiot, man. Just nonsense. But yeah, man, you know, going back to Ishe, man, Ishe is just, I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I respect anybody who's been in the boxing game. I don't care if they're, you know, I don't care what their status is. If you box, and especially on the pro level, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I respect you. I'm not going, just because we may disagree on certain things, I'm going to give you that respect. And I'm not going to go my way to call somebody a goddamn coon because, you know, we have a disagreement. Right. And, you know, these guys, these LDBC guys got to look in the mirror again. Like I said before, you know, why are you guys using a white-owned platform to spew out your racist propaganda views? You're going to call somebody a coon like Ishe Smith because he disagrees with you guys. But yeah, you guys are the biggest coons because you guys are using a white-owned platform to make money. And you guys depend on a white man to give you checks from your goddamn your online donations, your super chats, and your AdSense money. You guys rely on them. So y'all the biggest coons. They're the biggest coons. Like the biggest coons of all time. The biggest coons. Want to call Ishe Smith a coon. Makes no sense, man. No sense whatsoever. You know? But like I said, man, these guys should just get off the internet, stop watching videos, and quarantine yourself. Follow the CDC and World Health Organization guidelines. Just quarantine yourself. What they call social distancing. They need to practice social media distancing, right? Social media distancing. Distance yourself from social media. Stop trying to infect other people of your bullshit. Just stay offline. Stay offline. Stay offline. Don't go on the internet. Don't go on your phone, man. And you know, just do it like it back in the old days where there was no internet. You should be fine. You know, you should be fine. Just go get a book and read it or something. You know, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. So. Now, LDBC is not white owned. The group, right? Tony, the group LDBC, they're black. They push out a racist propaganda, right? Because LDBC believes that Al Heyman is God. Al Heyman, who is the owner, or not the owner, but he is the face of PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. He's the face, but obviously he took money. Al Heyman took money from a white-owned hedge fund manager to start up his company. Okay. But the LDBC, they think Al Heyman is God. And so anybody outside of the LDBC, right, they consider coons, they consider sellouts, etc. Right. But LDBC is just a bunch of old, washed up online panhandlers that spew out propaganda and racist rhetoric to make money. That's it. So that's all they are. But the platform that they use, right, is what you're watching now, YouTube, which is white owned. YouTube, right? founded by non-black people. YouTube is also owned by Google, founded by non-black people. So that makes them the biggest hypocrites and the coons that they are, because you're utilizing a white-owned platform to spew out racist rhetoric, calling Ishe Smith a coon, calling Tyson Fury, a cracker, and the fact that he sabotaged a black man from winning and stuff like that, when all it has to do with boxing. It's just all about boxing. That's it. So that's what that's about, man. It's just, like I said, these guys need to just go on, just stay offline. Don't go online for nothing. Quarantine yourself and stop spreading out your viral infection and your bullshit propaganda. It's just that simple. That's what these guys need to do. So yeah, so we got 3 people in the room. Like I said, just come in and hit the like button, guys. Won't be on here for that long. Unfortunately, I can't go on these lives for like hours like these other channels. Shout out to these other channels that go on live for like 3, 4, 5. I can't do that. I got too much shit to do in the day, so I got to move around. So I'll do a live for 20, 30 minutes, something like that, maybe an hour, and keep it moving. But I can't do these lives for multiple hours. I just can't do it. It's just, I got too much shit to do in the day. So I'm actually doing this during my break I'm doing like a lunch break. So I'm like going live right now on my little break. And then after that, I'm going to start working out some more. So yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, man, I've never, as many years as I watched boxing, man, I've never seen so much bullshit outcry before in my life. Like, I've seen much more egregious behavior from boxers, right, who were done wrong by judges, done wrong by a lot of things, right? And I've never seen fans do this kind of backlash for a guy they thought they got robbed. This is beyond pathetic right here. There's so many damn excuses coming from everywhere. And the fact that the most important part is that Deontay Wilder is not even making the same excuses his fans are, it's crazy. And if this was so important, the glove gate, the drugs, Naturalone, or whatever it's called, they, if this was so important, wouldn't they have made a statement about this during the first fight? They would say, "Hey, Wilder, Tyson Fury, he's a drug cheat. Yeah, you maybe watch what you do in the ring with him." No, it was no issue back then. It wasn't no issue about the drugs. It wasn't no issue about him doing coke and him doing a drug binge. You know what I'm saying? And even after the first fight, there was no issue about glove gate. There was no issue about that at all. The biggest issue, like I said, after the first fight was the long count in the 12th round. That was the big thing. Everybody was talking about Jack Reese did a long count. There was no videos about Glovegate. No videos. All about was a long count. You know what I'm saying? And there's still videos. If you look up like videos from Boxing Ego and Blue Blood, they still talk about that after the first fight. You'll still see them old videos, right? But you ain't gonna find no videos about that from Young Pseudo. Yeah, Young Pseudo, again, he's an opportunist. He wasn't talking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder after the first fight. He was non-existent. He wasn't even in the boxing game. Matter of fact, I don't even think he was in the combat, because he does like kickboxing. I don't even think 2 years ago he wasn't even fighting back then. So he's a complete novice when it comes to this shit. He was completely non-existent after the first fight. Non-existent. And all these narratives are coming out the woodworks after this, Tyson Fury whooped Deontay Wilder's ass. And once he did that, all they saw was white supremacy. That's all they saw. That's all they saw. You know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Nick. LDBC is a radical group that pushes a racial agenda and bring that bullshit into boxing and label others if they have different logical opinions. Exactly. Yep. That's all they are. Like I said, they think Al Heyman is God. Al Heyman is their God. You never hear or see Al Heyman, but he's their God. You know, Al Heyman can do no wrong according to the LDBC. You know, can do no wrong. Even though this guy doesn't do any interviews, doesn't make appearances. Nobody knows how this guys look. You know, he doesn't do anything. All you see is old photos of him from like 10 years ago. That's it. But he's their God. LDBC is more than a cult. I'm not thinking about it. LDBC is more than a cult. They're a religion. It's similar to, it's basically similar to a religion. Like, you think Al Heyman is a guy that you never seen before, right? Just like, you know, religion. You worship a God you never seen. You know what I'm saying? You worship a God you never seen. You guys follow the same agenda, you know, and anybody that goes against that agenda, they're wrong. They're bad, they're coons, they're all kinds of names, stuff like that. It's similar to religion, man. It's like, if you don't follow, let's say Christianity, for example, you know, you're going to hell, stuff like that. So it's just like a goddamn religion, man. It's really, really like a goddamn religion. That's what it is, man. You know, so they didn't bring up drugs or history of dirty fighters or gloves after the first fight. They thought fear was easy work. Yep. That's it. That's the same thing I said. There was no talk about, after the first fight, there was no Glovegate talk. Of course, young Pharaoh didn't exist in terms of talking about boxing. After the first fight, there was no videos or petitions at all from young Pharaoh or young Pseudo. None at all, right? They didn't talk about his drugs. They didn't talk about, you know, the Glovegate theory. Like I said, the biggest thing after the first fight was the long count in the 12th round. That's it. The long count. Everybody thought Wilder should have knocked out. It should have been called a knockout in the 12th round from Jack Reese, and everybody said Jack Reese, you know, was catering towards Fury because of his story and because he's white, and he let him off the hook and didn't call a KO, a knockout in the 12th round. That was the biggest issue from the other side, was Jack Fury did a long count. It was no Glovegate, right? It was no Glovegate. So, you know, again, these guys, just opportunists, complete morons. They always contradict themselves. You know, it's really disgusting, man. The fact that you're gonna sit here and call Ishe Smith the Coon, and you know, you spew out racist propaganda, right? And if nobody doesn't agree with your agenda, you're gonna name call these guys coons and sambos and, you know, buck dancing and all that stuff. And again, keep that same energy for the platform that you're using, which is white owned, YouTube, right? The YouTube founders are non-black, right? Chad Hurley, Jard Kim, and Steve Chen, founders of YouTube, they're non-black. You wouldn't go out and make you wouldn't go out and make YouTube videos about them, right? You wouldn't speak negatively about them or the founders of Google at all. Not at all. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that, because that's what, you know, these guys pay their rent. They depend on them to pay their rent from that AdSense and super chat money. You know, that AdSense and super chat money is too good for you to stop using YouTube and Google. You got to spew out that racist propaganda, talking about the white man's the devil, but you're using a white-owned platform. Make that make sense. You know, make that make sense. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. So crazy. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Just wanted to get on here real quick and talk about this Ishe Smith video. If you haven't checked it out, check out Ishe Smith video. I'll leave the link in the chat where you guys can check it out. 25-minute video. I just got done watching it, man. It's pretty dope. And it's kind of like I said, it's sad that he had to break down all the accomplishments that he did, all the belts he won, the fights he done over the years, his experience. It's not good enough because it's very simple that he disagrees with their agenda. Once you disagree, all this accomplishments and the record, Ishe Smith could have been, he could have been Floyd. He could have had a record of like 100 and 100 wins, no losses, 100 KOs. The minute he disagrees with their agenda, the minute he goes against Deontay Wilder, he's a coon, he's a Sambo, he's this, he's that. It's disgusting, man. It really is. It's disgusting. So, yeah. Yeah, most definitely, Nick. Most definitely. For sure. Definitely. So, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Just wanted to get on here real quick. Like I said, I can't do these hour, 2 hour, 3 hour streams like these other channels. I watch their channels, because when I watch everybody else's channel, I do these streams, I'm usually working out or I'm on the move somewhere, so I can, do that. But when I do my lives, I can only do lives for like 20, 30 minutes, an hour tops, because I got so much stuff to do. So, but yeah, man, just wanted to go on live real quick and share my thoughts about Ishe Smith and, of course, the LDBC spewing out racist propaganda. And like I said, these guys need to quarantine themselves and just stop making videos and going online. It just saves the environment. And I'm dead serious. It saves the environment. Just stop going online and stop making videos and stop spreading out your goddamn viral infection. Just quarantine yourselves, So, yeah, it's fun. You know what? But the petition, Jose, I think the petition already got their signatures. They're talking about 2,500 signatures. Last time I checked, it was like 2,700. So they good. They don't need my signature. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, the whole process ain't gonna go nowhere anyway. It's not gonna go anywhere. Because Nevada State Athletic Commission has nothing to do with the first fight. And number two, Nevada State Athletic Commission already responded to the so-called cheating, and they said there was no wrongdoing, right? So what is Nevada going to do about something they already cleared? There was no wrongdoing, and also the first fight was in California. It's dumb. So it was real dumb. So anyway, appreciate you guys joining me live. Appreciate that. Shout out to all you guys: Nick Diaz, Toby, Jose, all you guys. Appreciate you guys. Watch me live. Stay tuned for more content. GMOG Sports TV. You already know what it is. Signing out. Peace.